getting closer to the dynamic, Juliana, that is occurring in Nigeria, which everyone seems to be avoiding, this big white elephant. Why can't we look at the root causes of that, what is causing the issues we're dealing with now? Because Buhari took advantage of the Democracy Day focus. Let's look at the word democracy, right? And with regard to Nigeria, do you feel that the security dynamic at play there is actually threatening any seriously meaningful definition or application of democracy?
I think, of course, it does, and not just in Nigeria. I think across the continent, because, you know, there are many different drivers that cause security issues. But I think one of the big ones, and I think one that the West don't help and can propel on the continent, is the grey area in government, and that's corruption. And I think where there are waves of poverty, and you know that the gap between the rich and the poor is growing. You know, I know people, you would know Temi Topper, and I'm sure we all do, you go back home and they're saying it's worse. There was a time they were saying it's better, but now it's like, God, it's so expensive. You go back there, people are avoiding calls from back home because they just can't afford to keep their families. And I think the problem with that gap, and which can and usually is because of corruption, is that people in poorer areas don't understand democracy. They don't. They're very illiterate, and they're easily bribed. You know, you have people coming in with bags of rice, buying their votes, and so security and democracy work hand in hand. But it does come through corruption and through government.